Hi, everybody. David Howell with John Knox Presbyterian Church. I hope you're well. Right now, this is a time where we are all hard pressed. We're like those jars of clay that Paul talks about in 2 Corinthians. We feel a pressure around us with the weight of the world, making us feel like sometimes we're going to cave in. There's one thing we can be assured of when Christ dwells within us, when His Spirit gives us a guarantee of His love and His protection and His plan and purpose for us, nothing out there, nothing can destroy us. Nothing can separate us from His love and from His tender care. He has an eternal plan and purpose for all of us, and He gives us hope and joy even in times of sadness. He is that light even in our times of darkness. So instead of cowering in the darkness during this time, we should be living as children of light. We should be out there living in faith, doing it safely, doing it the way we should do it to keep ourselves and the people around us safe. But we should be children who have a guarantee of what Christ wants for us in our hearts, and that should come out in the way that we live our lives. Instead of our heads hung low, they should be lifted up, knowing that there's a better way, and it's the way that Christ has prepared for us. So I'm going to read a little bit from chapters 4 and 5 of 2 Corinthians. So we do not lose heart, even though our outer nature is wasting away, our inner nature is being renewed day by day. For this slight momentary affliction is preparing us for an eternal weight of glory beyond all measure, because we look not at what can be seen, but at what cannot be seen. For what can be seen is temporary, but what cannot be seen is eternal. For we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed, we have a building from God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. For in this tent we groan, longing to be clothed with our heavenly dwelling, if indeed when we have taken it off, we will not be found naked. For while we are still in this tent, we groan under our own burden, because we wish not to be unclothed, but to be further clothed, so that what is mortal may be swallowed up by life. He who has prepared us for this very thing is God, who has given us the Spirit as a guarantee. So we are always confident, even though we know that while we're at home in the body, we are away from the Lord, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Yes, we do have confidence, and we would rather be away from the body and at home with the Lord. So whether are at home or away, we make it our aim to please Him. For all of us must appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each may receive recompense for what has been done in the body, whether good or evil. So this is a time not to be afraid. It's a time to be concerned. It's a time to pray. It's a time to reach out and help other people. But it's a time to live by faith. God doesn't want us to walk around dead and hollow, even in these tough times. He wants us to be uplifted in Him, knowing the hope and the promise that He has for all of us as His children. So live by faith. Let that hope lift you up and feed you day by day, so that you don't get gaunt in these times of want and need. And let that light shine to everyone you meet. They need to see people who are confident in the deliverance of the Lord. Take care and have a great weekend.